I have been working in the area of solar energy for quite long. The map that you are finding in the slide is the solar radiation availability globally. We all get solar radiation, but it is unevenly distributed. Deeper the rate, more is the availability of solar radiation. We are fortunate. If you see, India is in the solar belt of the world. And we have been pursuing harnessing of solar energy for a number of years. Now, India is one of the prominent nations that have been working in the area of solar energy. It has already been considered as one of the main energy sources, and we are trying to mainstream it. But we are really in an uneven world. If you see this map, you will find that many of our people do not have access to electricity. It is around 18% of the global population, which is around 1.3 billion. Energy is the prerequisite for development, and lighting is the cornerstone of it. They do not have access to electricity, that very magic element, the Aladdin's magic lamp, which really changed the life of a person, the fate of a society. Everything, a small amount of light can change the whole world. We in India have also around 400 million people who do not have access to electricity. It is more than 30%. We claim to be in the developed nations platform within a few years, but it's a shame to us. We are doing well as far as the energy generation is concerned. Right now, we have an installed capacity of around 250 gigawatt, that is 250,000 megawatt. And remember, the late 1940s, we started only with 1360 megawatt. So certainly we have done well, and we are the fifth largest electricity producer in the world. But the fact remains that more than 30% of our people do not have access to electricity. People who have access to electricity are not getting reliable supply. And if you see that bar chart, per capita energy consumption, that is quite low when you compare to many other countries in the world, and much below the world average. As I told you, that we have been harnessing renewable sources of energy, because anyway our country is a net energy importer. Today more than 30% of the energy is being imported. We boast about our coal reserves in this country. I think all of us remember our geography lessons in class 7, 8, that we have a lot of coal reserves. But actually, we have been importing coal from Australia, New Zealand, Philippines, Mozambique. We import more than 80% of our oil consumption. Today, the import of gas is more than 19%. And if we see the Planning Commission's report on integrated energy policy, they have projected that in the business as usual scenario, by 2032, our total energy import would be around 54%. And all of us know that it's not business as usual scenario now. From 2006, when that report was published in 2014, we have seen some kind of other growth. So, Government of India has given a lot of emphasis for harnessing the locally available green energy sources, the sun, the wind, the biomass, and computer system in village, along with the home lighting systems in various places. These are some of the examples. But then we found that the solar radiation availability is not similar in different places. Think of the case of the northeast. There the solar radiation availability is low, but there was no electricity connection. So the autonomy of the lighting system, which we normally design for 3 days, was not available during the rainy season because the sun was not shining for quite a number of hours. Therefore, the autonomy went down, and many times the solar lights didn't work because they didn't get the required solar radiation. Now, the new thing has come, which all of you were talking about, that is the light emitting diodes, the LEDs. And when I was also, as he mentioned, I was in the Solar Energy Center, and we had a group of scientists working on various different kinds of solar lighting system. Actually, the CFL-based lighting systems, which are now available in the country, much rugged, because we have seen this country's different geographical situation, socio-economic situation, and we design and redesign these lighting systems to make them more reliable, more rugged, more acceptable to the people. But when the LEDs came, we really found that LEDs can do a very good thing to this off-grid lighting system. The reasons are well known that LEDs, the lumen efficacy is far better compared to CFL. Now around 115 lumen efficacy is available in the market compared to 60 to 70 of those CFLs of 5 watt, 7 watt or 9 watt. These are, life is much more, and one of the problems what we had found in CFLs, that CFL life was less, and therefore the complaints regarding non-functionability of solar lights were more. Also, one thing, as we are using battery, let me tell you one thing. In India, we do not have very reliable, long life batteries at low cost. The lead acid batteries which are available are quite heavy. They have their own problems, and maximum the life remains 2 to 3 years because the cycle which is required for solar lanterns or solar lighting systems are much more than what is envisaged there. And as the CFLs were less efficient than the LEDs, therefore the amount of panel the battery capacity which was required is more than what the LED lights can give. Therefore, we tried to compare the LED and CFL performance in solar energy center before designing various kinds of solar LED based lighting systems, and we found that it's an unique match, it's an unique opportunity because the lumen efficacy is much more, therefore we need lesser amount of energy, lesser capacity of PV panel, and also lesser capacity of the battery. Also the new kinds of batteries can be utilized in such cases like the nickel hydride batteries and lithium ion batteries. The other thing which the LED based solar lights provide is that the lumen efficacy has been increasing. Both solar and LEDs are emerging technologies. So we have many things to look forward. The lumen efficacy of LEDs have been increasing. This figure would show that people are expecting that it would reach 200 lumen per watt. Therefore, the cost is coming down, and as more and more manufacturing units are coming up, LEDs are expected to be cheaper. The other way, photovoltaic modules, you can see the curve. The cost has come down because of the solar boom which has come worldwide. Today, more than 150,000 megawatt solar photovoltaic power plants have been installed in the world. In India also, we are not lagging behind. 3,000 megawatt has already been installed. Under the National Solar Mission, we have a target to achieve 20,000 megawatt grid interactive and 2,000 megawatt off-grid solar installed capacity. We are confident we are doing well, that we will surpass the target, and we are expecting by 2050 this figure will be 100,000 megawatt in this country. So as the solar photovoltaic cost is coming down, the LED efficiency is increasing and the cost is coming down, it is an unique opportunity to match this to find the off-grid systems. There are a few challenges. I think people are working. We know that it is battery-driven lighting system. So we need to develop the driver properly, because if there is a drop in voltage, the current would be less, and as LEDs are current-driven devices, therefore the light also comes down. Also the lighting, the heat management and optical management are to be done, and that are being taken care of. So in the country, to provide this lighting access to this vast population, various programs have been taken. One program is the Energy Access Program of the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy that would cover all the unelectrified villages and the hamlets which are nearer to the villages. The villages get the electric connection, but hamlets where more economically poor people stay, they do not get the connection. So the schemes which have been introduced include small power plants, mini grid and microgrid, and also standalone photovoltaic systems. Now all these things, if we want to do in a more efficient way, then LED-based solar systems are the best of the lot. Therefore, it has a huge market in the off-grid space of the country. If you see this list, number of government-sponsored programs are there. The IIT Bombay has been working for 1 million solar study lamps based on LED-based small table lamp. I'm not going in detail. You can see from this list that number of such projects have been given, and government assistance from 30% to 40% of the total project cost is being provided. They have taken a pledge by 2015, everyone would be provided electricity, at least for lighting. So LED light specifications have been drawn, test centers have been set up, and we are going for LED based solar lighting systems in place of CFL system, as these have been found to be more efficient. You can see these two pictures under the tube light, and also this is the LED 20 watt based. Less power, more light, greener world. Thank you.